On today's episode, we talk about David Ellifson's firing from Megadeth again, Metallica suing their insurance provider, and Kid Rock busting out all the Gaymer words. All right, roll the intro. Welcome back to my news show. If you're new here, this is just basically where I give my commentary on things happening in the rock and metal scene. So yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right into it, as Phil Frank would say. So first story is going to be more of the David Ellifson getting fired from Megadeth, but we have some stuff from police reports about him suing the leaker, and yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into this. This is from Metal Injection. David Ellifson was actually fired from Megadeth 4 days after sexual allegations surfaced. New details from Revenge Porn report. So, earlier this week, and this is actually a couple days old, so 2 days old. Earlier this week, we learned some of the details of former Megadeth bassist David Ellifson's ongoing revenge porn charges filed in Scottsdale, Arizona. Today, new information has surfaced courtesy of Arizona Republic. So if you don't know, basically, David Ellifson was caught jerking off to a 19-year-old. It was totally consensual on both parties. But the lady who had the misfortune of seeing David Ellifson's cock took some videos of it and shared it to a friend, and then that friend went ahead and leaked it. So this is what the whole thing happened, and then Megadeth ended up firing David Ellifson because it's probably not the best thing for business. So anyways, while Megadeth announced on May 24th that Ellifson had been fired from the band, police documents revealed that Ellifson knew 10 days before, on May 14th, that he would be dismissed. That means the decision was ultimately made 4 days after the controversy surfaced. Ellifson contacted his lawyer and submitted to a polygraph test 3 days after he was officially fired. So there was, a good chunk of time between the firing and the announcement, which I would imagine isn't super unheard of. But yeah, when the firing was made official, Dave Mustaine wrote, "We do not take this decision lightly. While we do not know every detail of what occurred with an already strained relationship, what has already been revealed now is enough to make working together impossible moving forward." Blah, blah, blah. I want to see our fans, blah, blah. All right, here we go. This is where it gets juicy. According to the Arizona Republic report, Ellifson first became aware of the situation on May 9th when he received a text from an unidentified party tipping him off to an email regarding the matter. Ellifson then learned an Instagram user posted David Ellifson of Megadeth as a pedophile. First off, please don't throw around the word pedophile that has an actual meaning. 19-year-olds, creepy, not illegal, not pedophilia, but I digress. He contacted Megadeth management, who said they had problems with this Instagram user harassing band members in the past, and to sit tight and let it blow over. The whole thing ended up going viral, and eventually video footage of Elson masturbating leaked on Twitter. Yummy. Ellison contacted the woman who admitted to recording their sexual encounters without his knowledge. He said in the report that she was remorseful and willing to post a statement saying she was a consenting adult and a willing participant. And that's something that a lot of people seem to either gloss over or just not care about. Like I said, she was 19. Yes, it's creepy. Yes, Ellison is married to a lady, and probably not the best thing to do. But at the same time, what he did was not illegal. Taking that, posting it onto the internet, that is revenge porn, and that is illegal, which is why we are where we are today. The police report notes that Ellifson produced a driver's license for the woman that would confirm she was 19 at the time of their first sexual encounter. My guess would be asking for that because he knew how fucking out of hand this could get, and has gotten. Ellifson told Arizona Republic that they were filing a defamation lawsuit against the leaker, and the leaker will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. He noted, "The actions in the video were between two consenting adults and were recorded without my knowledge. I am working with Scottsdale Police Department in their investigation into charges regarding revenge pornography to be filed against the person who posted the video." Continuing, Ellifson told police he met the girl in 2019 when he was signing autographs and remained friends on social media. And I'm pretty sure we've actually gone through all of this shit before. There's no physical contact. They just had conversation, blah, blah, blah. Let's say they had about 4 to 5 masturbating encounters, the report said. The last online sexual encounter was around February 2021. Ellison's partner admitted to Ellison that she had recorded 2 to 3 videos of him jerking it without his consent or knowledge. So, there you go. And then he was advised by management to not do anything and sit tight because it would probably blow over, which it didn't. Management advised him that they would have their lawyer team investigate it. The teenager said she shared videos of Ellison with friends, but wasn't sure how it got leaked out to the others. She was remorseful and agreed to send out a social media statement on her Instagram account that she had been a willing, consenting adult during their mutual virtual sexual encounter. That sounds like a punk album. So there you go. Once again, just more information about that whole thing. I've already said my thoughts. What he did was probably, not the best, and somewhat, I'd say it was justifiable in firing him for Megadeth. Probably not the best for business. So now we have some more information, and I imagine in a couple more days we'll probably get more information, and it'll just continue spiraling out of control. Alrighty, next. Alright, this is from NBC Los Angeles, Channel 4. Metallica sues insurer over losses from postponed shows due to COVID-19 pandemic. Metallica began an 8-show tour with 2 shows in San Francisco in September 2019, and 6 more shows were set to take place in South America beginning in April 2020 in Santiago, Chile. My apologies, I'm American. The suit states. So this came out today. First off, if you don't know, a lot of bands and like festivals as well, because actually I believe happened with Prog Power this year, they'll usually get some form of insurance, so they don't get boned paycheck-wise if they have to miss a show due to like technical issues or band members getting sick or shit like that. So this is not unheard of to have insurance for not being able to play. Metallica is suing Lloyds of London for allegedly refusing to compensate the band for financial losses suffered when the band was forced to postpone 6 shows in South America in 2020 because of the big Rona. The thrash group brought an action Monday in LA Superior Court alleging breach of contract and seeking unspecified compensatory damages, as well as a declaration of the rights and obligations of the party. A Lloyds of London representative did not immediately reply for a request for comment. Metallica began an 8-show tour with 2 shows in San Francisco, in September 2019, and 6 more shows were set to take place in South America beginning in April 2020 in Santiago, Chile, the suit states. Can you really call that a tour? 2 shows in the same fucking U.S. city and then a small south. Is that really a tour? Anyways. But by that time, nearly 100% of the world's destinations had COVID-19 related travel restrictions, and Metallica had to postpone those last 6 shows according to the suit. Before the tour, Metallica had bought a standard cancellation, abandonment, and non-appearance insurance and policy, and in case any portion of the tour was canceled or postponed, and the band timely turned to Lloyds for the promised and reasonably expected coverage for their losses, the suit states. So yeah, like I said, it's not uncommon to get insurance, because, well, especially like if you're Metallica, I imagine your day rates for hiring your but your roadies and techs and everything, as well as rentals from SIR for like the sound equipment and all that shit and semis. I can imagine it is probably a very high overhead, and getting insurance in case you cannot perform and cannot get your sales is not a bad idea at all. However, Lloyds, citing the policy's communicable disease exclusion, denied any coverage obligation whatsoever based on unreasonably restrictive interpretation of the policy, the suit alleges. So it looks like their insurance provider is saying they had a clause in there saying that if there was, an outbreak of some kind, which we all know 2020 was just one giant fucking outbreak, they were not to be liable. And I imagine it's probably like a more like a general act of God kind of thing, which is usually the terminology for like, tornadoes and massive thunderstorms and flooding and shit. But any sort of natural disaster. Metallica formed in and everyone knows who the fucking Metallica is. So yeah, honestly, I'm not a fan of Metallica. I don't hate Metallica. I do hate Lars Ulrich. I think he's a total tool. But in my opinion, they are definitely in the right here, unless they just signed a shitty contract. In which case, I'm sorry, that's management's fault, and you might want to take that up with them. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go to Kid Rock. Alrighty. So this one I just find fucking hilarious. This is from TMZ. Kid Rock hurls homophobic slur on stage at Tennessee bar. I watched this video and I don't know. I think it's because of the fact that like Kid Rock hasn't been relevant in 20 years at least. This is what he has to do to get some sort of notoriety, is busting out the Gaymer words. First off, dude's probably completely sloshed.
You can post this dick right now. You fucking
goodness. So, looks like they're out of, I don't know, fucking karaoke or something. And he busts out the big Gaymer word, the big Gaymer F word. So for Metal Injection, it just gets better. Kid Rock doubles down on homophobic slurs, says he has a lot of love for his gay friends. Kid Rock doubled down on his use of a homophobic slur moments ago in a post to his social media pages signed by his real name, Bob Ritchie, which, honestly, I did not know was his real name. Goes to show you how much I fucking care. He wrote, if Kid Rock using the word offends you, good chance you are one. Either way, I know he has a lot of love for his gay friends, and I will have a talk with him. Have a nice day, Bob Ritchie. God, I fucking love my life. TMZ posted footage earlier this week that shows Rock clearly not happy with being filmed. During the video, he can be seen yelling, "Fuck your iPhone," then pointing to his crotch singing, "You can post this, you can post this, you can post this dick right now," which sounds more like a Cardi B song. Rock then screams, "You fucking with your phone out." As the video ends, you can see it below, and we already watched it. So, once again, I don't know anyone who actually listens to Kid Rock. And personally, my personal feelings about the word, I'm half gay, so I get to have a say in this, I guess. But honestly, I don't fucking care. I really don't fucking care if someone uses that word. I use that word. But some people might get offended, and maybe justifiably so. But honestly, the thing that offends me the most is that we're actually giving Kid Rock time. God damn it. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to our last topic. Alrighty, and our last topic for the day is a less shitty one. This is from Lorna Shore's Twitter. Everybody, please welcome the Will Ramos as the new vocalist for Lorna Shore. And then they went ahead and released a new song with said vocalist. So if you don't know Lorna Shore, they're like a deathcore band. I haven't really listened to too much of them, but from what I have listened to, it's actually pretty fucking solid. And I did listen to this new song, and yeah, the new vocalist is really good. So I highly recommend checking out. The song is called To the Hellfire. Obviously, I'm not going to play it. If you were around for last episode, just having a fucking video playing got me DMCA'd by fucking Warner. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time. But Will Ramos was the temporary vocalist for Lorna Shore, starting in 2019, when their previous vocalist, C.J. McCready, got fired for sexual harassing, ladies and shit. Once again, not cool. But from what I've heard of so far, this new vocalist, pretty solid. So definitely check it out. Not much of a story here. So, yeah, there we go. So if you like the show, go ahead and please like and subscribe. It'll really help me out. I'm trying to do this a little bit more often. My current plan is to get 2 videos out a week. I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/BK_VTuber. And I try to do that 2 to 3 times a week as well. Outside of that, you can follow me on Twitter at BKVTuber. And yeah, so go ahead and please do that. And I'll see you all later. Peace.